all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money and crypto, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you love the show, make sure to hit the dislike button. Because a lot of you guys are. And so we've pissed some people off today, just so you guys know. We've made some enemies. Oh gosh, I hear my echo voice. We've made some enemies with F2Pool. They're pretty pissed at us right now because we've been exposing them, and they are coming in droves in the chat. We know some people don't like the thumbnail and the title, and that's fine. If you legitimately don't like it, whatever. But we're going to be talking about is the bull run over today, because this is a very, very, very important conversation. I've been seeing some people throwing out some numbers for where Bitcoin could go, and if Bitcoin goes to those numbers, the bull run is over. And we're going to be looking at what the charts say about that. But the most important thing is you have to remember this, guys. You have so many people who came into crypto. We see it in our numbers. Who came between $44,000 and $58,500. So many people came in during that time, which means as of last night, all of those people were at a loss, except for the people that bought it exactly $44,000 after the Elon pump, and those people were break even. So there's a lot of people Googling this today, a lot of people searching this, a lot of people wanting to know, did they get in too late? And we're going to talk about that today. So it is an important question that we do need to ask. And listen, here's the thing, guys. You guys may not like when we ask this question, but one day, today's show brought to you by Essential Water. One day, we're going to ask this question, is the bull run over? And the answer is going to be yes. There's no doubt about that. If you would have gone back to 2018 in January when we were at the peak of the market, asking people then, almost no one would have said, yes, the bull market is over. But reflecting back on it, we look back and laugh to how we ever could have believed it was going to continue going after it had started dropping, was clearly on a downtrend. Now, that's all relative. Sometimes it looks like you're in that kind of downtrend and you can bounce back up. But in my opinion, well, I'm going to be giving you my opinion a little bit later on the show. So guys, real quick before we get started, 577,000 subscribers, absolutely crushing it right now. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. Also, guys, make sure you are subscribed to our new Money Gang channel. Let's get that one over 10,000 today. We put out the new episode yesterday, Assets versus Liabilities, or it should be liabilities there. But anyways, I digress. 5 top ways to accumulate assets. This is me, Leanne, and Justin talking to you about some ways that you can, get started in your journey, making money online and things like that. So make sure you're subscribed there. Also, guys, last but not least, on YouTube, we also do have the Hit Network channel. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel as well. We're at 74.4 thousand subscribers. Here you get to see behind the scenes what happens. Gosh, that was a funny part right there. That was a really funny part of this video. Hey, Haley, good job. So you guys make sure you're subscribed over there also. And let's see, my own website is down. I do want to mention, you guys, we are going to Las Vegas this weekend. We will be at the Venetian. I think it's the Electra Lounge at the Palazzo side of the Venetian that we're going to be at 7 to 11 on Saturday night. You guys know I'm meeting with Graham Stephan tomorrow, so really excited about that. Bring him on the show. We're going to go on his podcast. Going to be real fun. Can't wait for that. But right before that, I'm going to be on Kiana's $1 Million Family event. It's a virtual conference. You guys can get the link by going to bitboycrypto.com/deals, clicking there, and then you can find us tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is 9 a.m. or I'm sorry, 9 a.m. where I'll be in Las Vegas, but it'll be 12 Eastern Standard Time. You can find me there talking about how to bank on the world's fastest growing economy without too much risk. So let's jump into the markets here. Coming in at number one overall, we got Bitcoin, $47,131. Did it just drop pretty significantly? No, it's still on the way up. I'm just checking my trade here. On Bybit, we're looking at $47,886. So I don't know if I need to... Oh, it just pumped up. 47,600 on CoinMarketCap. I got me a little concerned about my trade. $1,537 for Ethereum. Ethereum making a little comeback here. Cardano right on the precipice of breaking those all-time highs and never looking back. A lot of people have $1.18 is the all-time high. I mean, it could be there in literally a second. Excuse me. Swallowed down the wrong pipe there. It's a big problem. You guys ever do that? Swallow down the wrong pipe? It's so annoying when you do that. You're like, why does my throat not work correctly? Okay. All right. So here we go. Looking at the market cap, we're under $1.5 billion right now. But look at that volume, $2.1 trillion. Did I say 1.5 billion? $1.4 trillion market cap. And that volume can't be right.
That's insane.
That can't be right. There's no way that's correct. That's got to be a typo. $2 trillion in volume? I bet you what it is. I bet you there is some kind of, that doesn't show the volume down there.
Yeah, CoinGecko has 230 billion.
Yeah, that's right. It's got to be, there's something wrong there. There's something wrong. Bitcoin dominance at 61.2%, but I feel like we can't trust any of these numbers right now. There might be something wrong with their algorithm here for this, since that's wrong. So don't hold me to this, but 61.2%. Looking at the biggest winners of the day, we got Near Protocol, Oneinch, Cardano, Reserve Rights, and Elrond. Before the stream, Reserve Rights was not in that top 5, but now they have moved up. We've got all of those up pretty considerably. Elrond up 5%. Everything else pretty much on a red day today. So let's take a look at some of these pumpers here. We got Near Protocol up 19.18%. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know much about Near Protocol. It's not one I've really looked into. Maybe we can put it on the docket. But this is the builder's fastest path to market. It's an open source platform that accelerates the development of decentralized applications. You can build your first app in 5 minutes. Try it. Well, I don't know how to make an app. So how do I do it here? Maybe we'll just make an app here on the show. We're not actually going to do that, but that'd be fun if we could. Don't have time today. Leaving for Vegas here in just a little bit. Next, we have Oneinch. Now, Oneinch has some pretty crazy news. I'm surprised this is not up more. It has pumped a little bit up just since we pulled it up. It's up 21%. If you didn't know, DeFi Exchange Oneinch, which is on our 1K to 10K challenge, DeFi Exchange Oneinch expands to Binance Smart Chain, citing ETH gas fees. Guys, I believe that Oneinch right now, with this announcement, is in prime position to get a massive pump. It's already up 20%. I think it will go up much higher than this as it moves on over to Binance Smart Chain, because obviously projects that are stuck on Ethereum, I mean, they're stuck, right? They can't get off of it right now. They're all looking to go over to Binance Smart Chain, and Oneinch is going to be a way to integrate its aggregator to Binance Smart Chain. So pretty cool if you think about it. It's now live on Binance Smart Chain. We should check this out on Binance Smart Chain. This might be a good place for us to go and make some moves for the challenge. Next, guys, we got Elrond coming in, up 5.89% now on Twitter here. And, of course, guys, make sure you're following us on Twitter, 152,000 followers. Make sure that you do follow us there. As you guys can see, I called the guy. This is Chun Hodl. This is the leader of F2Pool. And he said, I repeat, we have never dumped Bitcoin. BitBoy Crypto and Cryptos Are Us, George over there, are spreading BS. Yeah, that's semantics. I don't know if you know what semantics are, but that is semantical. They themselves do not have wallets that literally dump it. There is certainly coordination in the miners behind that. There's no doubt about it. You can't sell that much in a day, in an hour, as we'll look at it, they did, without coordination. You just can't do it. And we all know it's Chinese. Look, guys, the Chinese defending the Chinese. Who would have thought? It's their whole game plan. We got a lot of enemies here. So, of course, I said, I'm honored, douche, of course, because this guy is a douche, and he sucks. And he is trying to perpetuate, the idea that they're not behind this. They're ultimately the source of it. And you know what? Just because their individual wallet may not have actually dumped it, it's the people in their pool, and it's the whales, and the whales are the mining farms. And they're all connected. It's basically Chinese communist propaganda. That's basically what it is, honestly. If you want me to just be honest about what it is. very concerned for the future of Bitcoin when it comes to the Chinese mining and the hash rate. If the United States does not step up and start mining Bitcoin higher rates, we are going to be in trouble down the road. That is for sure. But the reason why I pulled that up was because we did have this tweet from Benjamin Minshew. Make sure you guys go and retweet this. The hits just keep on coming from Elrond. 30,000 merchants to accept Eagle via the Netopia payment processor. Internet scale Eagle payments are critical for the digitalization. They are into day 53 of hypergrowth. Look for Elrond to go on another run. And then Cardano, just at all-time highs right now at this moment. Now, is that where they had $1.33? $1.14, $1.12, and then right now we're at $1.19. That's a weird chart. Is that not weird? Why is the green? The green is the price. I guess the blue's the price. Yeah, green is the price in Bitcoin. That's weird. I thought that used to be orange. But anyways, I digress. So the all-time high, as you can see here, was $1.14, and right now it's showing at $1.12, but as you see, $1.19 right there. So all-time highs for Cardano. We're going to talk more about Cardano in a little bit when we get to the end. So let's move on to the Bitcoin chart here. The Bitcoin chart, as you guys can see, this is, let me pull up the 3-hour chart here for Bitcoin. And yesterday, I tweeted, if you go back to my Twitter page, let's see if we can find it where it was. Let's see here. We tweeted something about the fact that this thing was going to go down. Here it is, Blood Diamond on the 3-hour, just saying. We tweeted it. Bitcoin was at what price? 48,000? 49,000, I think, when we said that. It disappeared, but it did reprint. So we said, okay, things look to be resetting a bit, but we're dancing a fine line. And then you guys see what happened. I mean, we called this at this point up here. I made a video last night telling you guys that shorting Bitcoin, if you do that, I don't short Bitcoin. I don't do it. But I told you last night, I was tempted to because every indication was we were going to be getting this drop. The number people are throwing out is 42,000. Now, will it go all the way down to 42,000? At this point, I don't know because we're getting a lot of bullish signs. We've got a green dot on the momentum wave here on the 3-hour chart. On the, let's see here. Let's see if I can get rid of that. On the 4-hour chart, as you guys can see, we also, let's see, remove drawings. On the 4-hour, we also have a green dot on the momentum wave. These are not large green dots like these ones down here, so they're not as strong. But when you have a wave in the back that's an anchor wave, and this one up here that's shorter, that's called a trigger wave. And usually what we see, which by the way, we've got a review on Market Cypher coming, or a tutorial coming this weekend, and a Bybit leverage trading tutorial, so you guys watch out for that. But usually when you see this, that's really bullish. And this is the 4-hour chart, which to me is the one we use to trade and make the best trades on. I do want to show you guys something on the 1-hour chart as well. So when you come back over here to the 1-hour chart, what you'll see is on Market Cypher, we have, and if you guys are wondering what all these symbols mean, we're going to be talking about that on that Market Cypher tutorial this weekend. So make sure to check that out. But when you've got two green dots, which you can't see right there, you got two green dots at the bottom close together, that's extremely, extremely bullish. That's extremely bullish, okay? Two green dots together, extremely bullish. So I think we will come back up to the $48,000 range. Now the question is the bull run over? That's what everybody wants to know. Is Bitcoin going to go up and then drop straight down? I see people today talking about a $30,000 Bitcoin. And I want to be clear about this with you guys. If Bitcoin goes to $30,000, the bull run is over. Let's see what kind of drop that would be. Now, there is a scenario where, we'll talk about where maybe there could still be some hope. But if Bitcoin were to drop all the way down to $30,000 from the top at 58,500 down to 30,000, that would be a 48.6% loss. That is abnormal. During the entire last bull run, we never had a drop over 40%. We had many at 38, 39%. We had zero drops over 40%. If this thing were to drop down 50%, the bull run is over. It means you're in a bear market. A bull run is an uptrend. When you erase the entire uptrend that was just created, you're not in a bull run. That's just not how it works. So the point here is the only scenario in which if we drop that low that we could still be bullish would be, and I can go and tell you, if it does drop that low, most of y'all are going to be gone. I already know that. That's the way this works. When things get bearish, people leave. But the thing is, if we were to get that, it would be bad. But in 2013, we did have some stuff that basically, indicated that there was hyper Bitcoinization in the first half of the bull run, a deep drop in, if we look at the new pool real quick, it shows that. You guys can see it here. This here is 2013. The price dropped all the way from $160 all the way down to $67. So we did have that. But this was not seen as one bull run. This was two bull runs together with a short bear market in the middle. You can't drop 50% and be in a bull market. It just doesn't make sense. So to me, I don't think it's going to get there. That's the whole point. I see people talking about this. I don't think it's going to get there. 42,000 is a number a lot of people are looking at. A lot of people are looking at 42,000 and they're saying it could come down here and bounce off. Well, and I said that last night in the video. That was the target that I was looking at. But here's what I see that is very interesting when you look here at the hourly chart and you look at the price. I mean, really and truly, to me, this and this looks like a double bottom. It's not exact, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Looks like a double bottom to me. It's a barely lower low. I mean, it is pretty lower, but I mean that's all on a wick. You know what I'm saying? To me, I think this could definitely serve $44,000 range, both dips. I think it can serve. When you see these yellow X's on Market Cypher, that means the market's getting exhausted and people are trying to manipulate it down further. And if you look at these last two, you'll see it just didn't go down that far, really. That's as far as they could push it. They wanted to push it more, but they couldn't push it further. To me, I'm looking at this point for the market to rebound. I think we're about to get a really strong rebound. That's what I think is about to happen. Now, will it rebound and then we go back down again? Certainly. We're going to talk at the end of the stream about why the end of the month is so important. Why the end of the month has been a trading hazard lately. So definitely stay tuned and check that out. So let's check out our Bybit challenge here. If you do want to check out Bybit, you guys can, of course, go to bitboycrypto.com/deals, but actually we have /Bybit now. So you can now go to bitboycrypto.com/Bybit, and you can go to this page here. Look, Mr. Elrond Schmid's made these really fun buttons for us to click on. So somebody got mad because I didn't say it with the accent one time. Really sorry about that. But guys, here's what I really want to focus on. We have a trading competition going on right now. If you are on Bybit or you've been thinking about getting on Bybit and you want to put your trading skills to the test, head on over here to the link here. Make sure you're signed up for Bybit first. Then head on over to the link and sign up for the competition. Right now we have only 85 people, guys, so we're only giving away $900. We haven't really pushed it as much as we probably should have. It's a long story, but we still have 9 days until the end of registration, but the contest starts on Monday. So you guys make sure you come on over, and it just shows you, like, when we get 15 more people, we'll give away $1,200. And at least let's try to give away $4,000 or something like that to the people in the competition. And we'll be checking my status on the competition. I am signed up with our trading account that we're trying to take $10,000 to $100,000. I had a rough day yesterday, I will be honest with you. We were at 0.5 BTC, and this is the power of knowing how to get back into the market, because I got absolutely crushed yesterday. So kind of what happened when I saw that blood diamond, you guys can see I lost 0.1 BTC twice. And then I was up on this green trade, and I ended up barely making any, just enough to cover the fees, really. But really, and you can see even where we're at right now, we're still down 4,700 for the realized, but unrealized from where we're at right now, we're actually up. So I've got this trade locked in profit that we're in right now. But what happened yesterday is I saw the blood diamond on the 3-hour chart. It appeared on the 4-hour chart too. But I saw the blood diamond, and I just, we had been looking at $48,000 is holding really strong. You guys can see that it came down, bounced off of it really hard once, and then over here, it came, wicked down, and then it bodied up. And I was like, man, I feel like that 48,000 is going to hold even with the blood diamond. The 3 hours is not as strong as the 4 hour. And so I took a little long, right at about 48,200 or so, something like that. I mean, it's on there. I can't remember exactly what it was. I took the long at $48,190. Yeah, I was pretty dead on there. And we saw what happened. It tanked. Here's the thing. You guys know I don't use stop losses a lot. I don't like to use stop losses because it gives me the wiggle room. But I am using stop losses for the 10K to 100K challenge. The reason is because I can't just reload the money. If I do, then it's a 20K to 100K challenge, not 10K. So I don't want to lose all my money. I don't want to get liquidated. I want to be able to keep myself having enough positions to where we can keep progress. I mean, in 4 days, we've already got up to $25,000. Should be a little bit higher than that, but, is what it is. Right now, though, we are up in this trade we're in. We're up 9,000. We're up 0.2 BTC, so we made all the money back that we lost earlier. Maybe we'll see this thing go over 10,000. There goes over 10,000. So we are doing pretty well in the challenge, we think. It was a rough morning. Here's the truth. Guys, I make mistakes. I make mistakes trading for sure. No question about it. Even though I've got the cheat code of Market Cypher, I still make mistakes. I saw this blood diamond, and I just didn't want to believe it was going to go as low as it went. I just didn't want to believe it. So when it got to 48,000, I said, it just seems like it's going to hit there and wick up and pop up. And it didn't. It just kept tanking. So just kind of unfortunate situation there. And then that loss was compounded this morning by another loss when I had the green dot. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of things different from this challenge than I would normally do because of the amount of money and capital I have for this as opposed to my regular trading that I do. So I'm just having to do things a little more methodically and strategically like I would do if I was in a new trader's position. And so because of that, but I also had to be more risky too. I have to be more risky to be able to turn it into 100K, but I also have to be safer with my risk management for my remaining money. I hope that makes sense. I know it might sound a little backwards, but the thing is on the 4-hour chart this morning, with this green dot actually right here at the bottom that you can see on the momentum wave, it actually printed in the previous 4 hours. And I just went in. I just jumped the gun instead of waiting for it to confirm. And then it ended up dropping further and I got stopped out. So, but I did get stopped out, at least not liquidated, and that's a good thing. We're still up, very, very nice on the challenge. Look at that. Let's lock in some profits right here. Got to lock in some profits on this one. Let's lock them in at 48,000, I think. I mean, the thing is, you can't turn profits down when you get them. We might get wicked out right here, but we just booked 10K in one trade, so pretty nice. Okay, let's move on and look at the Bitcoin data. And guys, the Bitcoin data, I believe, backs up everything I've been saying, which is, the bull run is not over. This is not ending. I know people are searching for it. I know people are asking. They want to know, is the bull run over? But it's just not. Everything that's happening right now is so normal, and I know that's so hard for newer people to understand. We're not in trouble until Bitcoin goes outside of those normal things, outside of the normal movements that Bitcoin does. As long as it stays in the 25 to 40% range, it's a normal pullback. We look, there have been five of these in the last bull run. So there's no reason to think. Now, when we look at the Newpol indicator here, this shows us how the percentage of wallets that are in net unrealized loss or profit or loss, the Newpol. And when you look at the last, let's look at the last 6 months, you'll see this is the closest we've ever been to the line, to the 75% line, without actually touching it. Extremely close. But now look how far down we have gone. It has definitely been nice. Now, in the last dump, we did go all the way down to 62. Right now, we're still sitting, we are sitting under 70 at 68. So pretty safe territory. And this is what you got to realize is that this number is only going to get close to the edge when Bitcoin goes parabolic. and it pretty much went parabolic from 40 to 60 almost, or from 35 to 60 in a very short period of time. Because now, to make it where most of people are in profit, we have to get back to the previous number it was at. We get at 58,500, and then you got to think about all the new people who've came in since then, who may not be in profit. I guess they come in then and the number pops up. But the point is that we've got to make up all that ground just to start climbing again, is the point. And I think that we will do that. And also, guys, this is what we looked at yesterday, the stock to flow deflection. You guys can see we are really good now on this. We've dropped again. But what I really wanted to focus on was this from Exablock, Cryptocurrency Daily Market Report. Now, we are in talks to get our own BitBoy Crypto market report for you guys on a daily basis. We'll use on the channel, but you guys can also sign up for the newsletter. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to type newsletter in the chat so we know what is popping. Okay, so Digital Asset Daily Market Report. And one thing I like about this report is it is pretty easy to understand. It shows the total market cap, Bitcoin versus altcoin. You can see that the altcoins have been more consistent than Bitcoin, which is quite interesting. You've got Bitcoin that's had the bigger pops than altcoins have had. This is exchange trading volume. This shows you the different types of changes, the spot, the options, and the futures, and the swaps. And you look and you see the futures. And you see as the month starts going over, the futures starts going way up. Shows you the daily transaction volume. Now, this is interesting because you see that at times Ethereum crushes Bitcoin in transactions. But then you see other times that Bitcoin takes the lead. So they're neck and neck for transaction volume. And I think that's really important. With as big as Bitcoin is above Ethereum, it shows how many people are using Ethereum. Once again, why the heck is Ethereum not moving? Got a big Ethereum video tonight where we're going to go back and look at the historical Ethereum chart, and we're going to look at exactly where Ethereum should be. Because I'll be honest with you, I was surprised. When I did this video, I was surprised when I looked back and actually started looking at the numbers of where it was last time compared to where it is now, and you're definitely not going to want to miss that video. 30-day volatility of daily logarithmic returns. You can see now, after Ethereum was leading for so long, it's basically tied with Bitcoin. We have the CME Bitcoin weekly commitments of traders. Let's see. Do we have the Ethereum one on here? I guess not yet. Wouldn't be on there yet.
I think it might be lowered down.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Here's the Ethereum daily report. So this is pretty cool. It shows you, golly, look at that. The trading volume for Ethereum mostly on Coinbase Pro. Would you have ever expected that?
No, that was interesting to me too. But
Yeah.
go back up a little bit. Let's
Which one
look
do you
at
want
this.
to show?
Yeah, a little bit more up. Right up. That the BTC open options. That's the CME stuff, like the futures that are expiring this weekend.
Yeah.
And if you look at the weeks, February and then March, those are those huge numbers for futures contracts.
Oh, it shows this is in the future.
Yeah, those are the
Oh,
options.
because they're futures. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was looking. I was like, wait, we're in February. Why is it the end of it December?
So that week right there is this
Yeah.
week, and then there's a huge one at the end of March too, and it comes back to that discussion we were having about trading at the end of the month.
Yeah, and we're going to get back to that. But when you look at it here and you look at how many futures are expiring today, and what you have to remember about futures on an institutional level, it's a way for investors to hedge against the market. So there's not a lot of incentive for the price to go up during that time because they're hedged. I hope you guys understand that concept. Now let's look at the Ethereum chart, because the Ethereum chart, we got big news on this, and I'll be honest with you. Let me just say it like this. Usually when you see YouTubers talking about the same numbers, they're usually wrong. When everybody is talking about it's going to go to this price or it's going to go to that price, it usually doesn't happen. I think ultimately over the long term of this bull run, I think most people that talk about a six-figure Bitcoin, a $200,000 or $300,000 Bitcoin, I think they'll be proven correct. But right now, the thing I've been seeing everybody say is Ethereum to 1,200 and Bitcoin to 42,000 or maybe even 38,000. And like I said, to me, it's not exact, But, this kind of, can be known as a double bottom. And, obviously we have this here.
We got somebody in the chat saying 4K likes if you go shirtless.
4K likes if I go shirtless. So.
Also, we have ADA ripping right now.
ADA is, how about that? That's pretty good, isn't
That's
it?
some good TA right there.
That's a good TA right there. But the point is, guys, if I were to be serious here about this and get rid of I started drawing, I was like, man, it looks like a face. But this is the range I think it's going to go to. This, to me, looks like a double bottom. The video we're going to look at tonight definitely seems to indicate that Ethereum should be bouncing very quickly and very high. But coming on the 4 hour, this is really something to look at, okay? Let's check out the 4 hour chart for Ethereum, and let's go back in history a little bit, okay? Look at the last time we got to, now when we got this here, this is all the way back in October. Yeah, it's in October. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. You laughing?
Yeah, somebody else said 5K likes to keep the shirt on.
Thank you. Let's do it. How many likes do we have right now?
2,000.
Not too bad. Smash them likes. Smash them likes, guys. Let's get that up. What's the other number?
Yeah, I don't know what the dislikes are. I can't see them, but
Can't see them.
let's at least outdo the dislikes.
Let's outdo the dislikes.
because we definitely had a group of people in here that were.
We got attacked and spammed this morning,
Yeah.
which is fine. Hey, I got no problem making enemies. No problem. TJ doesn't like it, but I do. I live by my enemies. All of this, everything we've done is just strictly for my haters. That's all. This isn't for me. I would have retired a long time ago. But when we look back at the history of these green dots, and you see the ones that are close together, now you do have to keep in mind there was a lot of manipulation going on during that time. You see it with the yellow X's. But I mean, imagine if you had an entry point around $344. Like, just imagine that. That's what we're seeing right now. This is an indication of really, really, really strong movement when you get not just the double green dots, but you get them on the 4-hour chart. It's extremely rare. So in my opinion, just looking at the charts today, and you guys know it changes day to day what we think. It has to, because that's the way that technical analysis works. You get more information with each day. But to me, yesterday, I felt very strongly that it was going to go down to 42,000. When we held the 44,000 number, like we talked about in the Bitcoin video last night, actually, at 6 o'clock, where we talked about 44,000's literally exactly the price point we should have been at this week, and it bottomed out there and it popped up. To me, that says that this whole market is about to go back up. We talked about how February was going to be bullish and March was going to be bearish, but I believe that we actually have got the March bearishness now built in to February. I now think March is going to be a green month. What do you think, TJ?
Yeah, I think so. I think this weekend's going to be pretty interesting with the futures expiring on Friday. I think we could see today it continue to dip, then push the price down a little bit, a good pump over the weekend that could start to create a gap on the CME chart, and then a big dip Sunday night as usual to kind of bring us back into that range. And then once we get into March, it's bull time again.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, I think the weekends are going to be crazy. And we are talking about the weekends at the end, so you're definitely going to want to pay attention to that. But I did want to just check on my trade real quick. We did get wicked out on that trade. Let's see what we hit. And guys, the price of Bitcoin could be going up a lot. Like, it could be going right back up to 52,000. I said I thought it was going to pop back up to 48,000, and it sure did. And now I'm feeling like it could be going back up in the 50 to 52,000 range. And then we might get some manipulation to push it back down. But just to check on that trade real quick, because we did. Yeah, that's a good look at that, guys. We always make it back when we make the losses. We always make it back when we make the losses. Now we are right back where we should be. We made the trade. See what our assets are sitting at right now. Right back where we were yesterday before the loss. Felt like yesterday a little discouraged. Now, I do want to be careful this weekend, obviously. Don't want to lose what we just made back. We're back at half a bitty. Started with $10,000 4 days ago. Okay, so let's go to this. Bitcoin drops below 45K. ICE's biggest weekly price loss since March of 2020, which wasn't, and that was the crash. I mean, that wasn't even that long ago, guys. So let's go over here. Let's check out the Bitcoin. Did it say weekly? It said weekly, right? Yeah. Let's switch this over to, you know what? I thought I had added Bitstamp to this list. Let me actually go to the Bitstamp chart here. BTC USD. Let's get off the Bybit chart so we don't have any lines or anything drawn on it. Make sure we don't have any of that. Okay. So, and we are on the weekly chart, and we want to go to our regular candles for this, not the Heiken Ashi that we use. Wow, look at that. Wow. That's the biggest one. Let's see, the one in March was 48%. This one here is not going to be nearly that much. Why did it say eyeing the biggest one? Dollar-wise is the biggest weekly candle. But I mean, even this candle right here was more dollars than this one back here. So I'm a little interested on why they're saying that specifically. Let's see. It says Bitcoin briefly dropped below 45,000 with a risk jitters felt on Wall Street before reverberating across the globe. The S&P fell 2%. Bitcoin has only suffered 2 double-digit weekly losses and just 8 weekly declines in the past 11 months. Cryptocurrency had rallied from 10,000 to above 58,000 in 4.5 months. However, deeper declines, if any, could be short-lived as blockchain data. Once again, guys, don't fall for this narrative that things are over. I know a lot of you guys are new and you're looking for reassurance. That's what we do here. We get you here with the unreassurance to reassure you. Because if you're, and I'll say this. I say this a lot. I just want to go back to this. Guys, first of all, clickbait drives the entire internet. You can make the best video ever. If you don't have a good thumbnail or a good title, people don't like it. I've proven that in the history of my channel. But here's the thing, guys. If you think people are making financial decisions based on thumbnails and not actually watching the videos, and that's doing some kind of like negative impact to the market, then that means we are at peak bull run euphoria. When people are literally just, where can I put money? Where can I put money on thumbnail? So the point is on this channel, we reassure you where we're at. There will be a day that things change in September, actually. But right now, we have nothing to think, that's the case.
Do you want to look at ADA real quick?
ADA, look at it on the chart.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it like crazy. Just hit $1.23, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, man, let's go. I'll just check my phone, my TikTok's over there with the phone. Let's see what it's doing right now. ADA is exciting, guys. This is really, really cool. Let's see what's at. $1.22. $1.22, let's go. Now, the highest price I've seen for Cardano is actually $1.33. I know Coinbase shows $1.18. I know a lot of places show $1.18. But I have seen $1.33 on an exchange before. So, what a day for Cardano. Cardano is killing it right now. We love Cardano. We think it's doing great. And it's holding against Bitcoin, and it's holding against Ethereum, and it's actually going up. So we're going to talk a lot tonight in this video about should you trade your ADA? Should you trade your Ethereum for Cardano? And I feel like I'm in a love triangle right now. How do you feel, TJ?
I'm not sure.
Between you, me, and the BitSquad.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was, you mean that's the love triangle? Me, you, and the BitSquad?
Let's cut them out.
I don't know. I think I like a triangle.
Okay. No, obviously, the triangle is between me, Ethereum, and Cardano. And I mean, I don't know. Do we just want to do a threesome? I don't know. I'm just saying.
And we got Dot creeping in there, too.
Who? Dot? Dot? I don't know. Dot's a little too kinky for me.
Just
I don't
creeping.
like Dot.
Yeah.
I don't like Dot. I like ADA and Ethereum right now. But look, we are going to talk about Dot in a little bit. We are going to be, talking about some IDOs, some IDOs, if you will. Initial Dot offering. We got some of those that are doing pretty well. But, guys, let's get back to this real quick. I know Cardano is exciting stuff. We're going to talk about it here in just a few minutes. But we did have last night the F2Pool Outlaws over here. Let me refresh that. On the hourly chart here. Oh, you guys are going to see that. Okay, you guys can see they sold off more than ever in the last couple of hours, in the last 24 hours. That's a lot of what drove yesterday's price dump and over the night. So, that's how I knew. I saw the red blood diamond, and then what happened is after I saw the red blood diamond, I got a story from my guy Justin Bennett on Twitter. You guys don't forget to follow us on Twitter. But I got a story from Justin Bennett on Twitter about how F2Pool was dumping again and how they had dumped so much in the last hour. And it just gave me the reassurance it was going to dump further. And so that's exactly what happened. And last night on my video I put out at I think 8 or 9 o'clock about the F2Pool dumping, like, I know Crypto Daily he didn't respond to the video. I'm not expecting a response. I love Crypto Daily, okay? But, the idea that these people are just kind of like, this is the way F2Pool wants to look at themselves. They want to look at themselves as like an invisible babysitter. Like, we're here, but whatever they do, it's not our responsibility. It has nothing to do with us. It's coordination. There's no doubt about it. What happens is they sell off a bunch of Bitcoin at one time, they short it on the way down, and they make money the whole time. And if you don't think F2Pool themselves are able to do that also based upon the numbers they're seeing for what's going out, they're getting these numbers where Crypto Quant is. So they're making money the whole time. They certainly don't want this to stop. They love it, I'm sure. So we're going to continue speaking out against these guys. And, George from Cryptos R Us, his channel's been blowing up. Pretty good for George. He's the one that stumbled across all this. I mean, technically, there was an article floating out about it a little bit before he found it. But, he's who I discovered it through, so he's who I give credit to sicking me on these guys, and I won't stop. All right, so let's move on. NFT Beeple. Guys, this is Beeple here. Where's he at? Beeple. Now, this is actually a cross between, what did I say it was? Oh, no, I can't say that on TV, actually. I said it was something inappropriate. I'm sorry. Beeple brings crypto to Christies. The artist brash riffs on the news have whipped up a frenzy of interest within the cryptocurrency scene. Mike Winkleman never used to call himself an artist, but that was before he made $3.5 million in a single weekend from selling his artworks. In December, he auctioned off multiple editions of 3 digital artworks, each priced at $969, 21 unique works, most of which sold for about $100,000 each. The digital artist who goes by Beeple has created drawing every single day for the last 13 years. Let's see, on Thursday, a 2-week-long online auction of a composite of the first 5,000 days of the project will begin at Christie's. He's accepting Ether, or Christie's is accepting Ether. Beeple is selling these works as NFTs or non-fungible tokens. Guys, and there's more to this story. This is the whole thing. Non-fungible tokens are blowing up right now. And, the weird thing is we talk about NFTs on the channel. We got Bondly video.
Drum roll. That's not a drum roll.
No, that's a bow. That's a Bondly video tomorrow at 2 p.m. It is recorded. It is done. Going out. It's a lot about Logan Paul and kind of the greater NFT world that's going on out there, and then how Bondly plays into that. More than just a traditional review of Bondly. We do talk about a lot of the simple stuff about Bondly, but, the whole thing revolves around... Wait a second. Did you put that in here? Did you change that? What a dork! Show this here. Let's see. Value of the NFT market tripled in 2020, putting its current value over $250 million. Now the same investors who speculate on cryptocurrencies are trading wildly increasing volumes on NFTs on websites such as Maker's Place, Super Rare, and Mr. Elrond Schmieds. Look at this guy. He knows coding. Be careful. Careful of this guy.
Somebody close will betray you.
Oh,
Those are his words.
There it was. Was that the betrayal, though? Because that wasn't that bad.
No, that's just him showing that he can.
Oh, God. That's very, very, very scary. Here's Mr. Elrond Schmieds right here. Look at that. No, is that Beeple?
That's
Beeple right there. Guys, NFTs are going to be big. And we're going to be bringing Crypto Stash on the show next week to talk about NFTs. I know a lot of people are interested in, but I think it's kind of like this. Here's the weird thing about NFTs. They're caught in a very strange place in the hierarchy of cryptocurrency, right? You have the hardcore crypto enthusiast. That is the minority by far of people in crypto. These are your degens. These are people that go to Uniswap and they were already been on Binance Smart Chain and they're selling and they're moving stuff around as quickly as possible. And they've been in crypto for a while. They've been in crypto for at least 6 months to a year, many, many more years than that for a lot of people. Then you have your the people that are watching these mainstream people like Gary Vaynerchuk, Logan Paul, Post Malone, Chamath Palihapitiya. I did not mean to butcher his name so bad. Sorry, I don't want to bully him. And you've got those people that are super interested in NFTs. They're blowing up on TikTok. But the majority of people in crypto are newer over the last 6 months, okay? And they're just interested in coins and like, how can I trade and things like that. And you're missing out on big opportunities. So we're going to continue telling you about NFTs. We've got our own. We got a lot of stuff going on with NFTs. You guys can go to Rarible.com and search BitBoy, and you can pull up our collections. Now we're giving away airdrops and stuff like that after our wax release. That'll be in a couple months if you guys have bought some of these. But we still have a lot of these left on here. Right now they're at 0.12 ETH. Not too bad considering the prices. A lot of these are. But we've already been in the NFT stuff. We love the NFT stuff. We love Elio. He's all involved in NFTs with Superfarm and things like that. And the point here is we're just going to continue driving to you that this is so important because the polar opposite ends, the mainstream people and the hardcore crypto enthusiasts are very interested in this. But the people in the middle that make up the majority of our channel, they're like, meh, I'd rather trade some altcoins on Coinbase, And so I'm just telling you, you may want to shift your eyes because this is something, the NFT craze comes in frenzies. And when it does, you're definitely not going to want to miss it. I got a friend the other day who said he bought one of the Street Fighter NFTs for, I think, $100 and it's already worth $1,000 in a week. It's probably better than most of your gains. So think about that.
Apparently there's a Top Shot drop in 10 minutes, Daniel says in the chat.
Can we get on that?
We could, but we're going to be...
Mr. Elrond, no, we need to watch the chat today.
Well, we're just walking right out of this to get on a plane, so we're not going to have time.
Yeah, we're getting right off of this stream. I'm saying hello to my family that's here. And then we're going and all getting on a plane, and we're leaving. And we're going to Vegas. I can't wait to meet my boy. I got to text Graham. I got to text him. He gave me his number. I cannot wait to meet Graham Stephan. I love this guy. He's a great guy.
It's going to be fun.
He's like the BitBoy crypto of traditional stonks. Would you agree?
I guess.
You have to agree after I set it up like that.
Exactly.
No, but the point is his channel's blown up. That's all I'm saying. I mean, obviously we're nothing alike, Graham. We're nothing alike. I doubt he's as risk taking as I am on things. He's probably pretty level headed.
Smart guy though.
Smart guy. Really smart guy. So anyways, next story we got Elon Musk probe, and I love this story. This is the thing I've been waiting to talk about today. Elon Musk, unfazed by rumored possibility of SEC probe into Dogecoin tweets. And I'm going to lay out a scenario for you on how the government can actually punish Elon Musk because of this. Sounds crazy, but I got the scenario. And you know these people, they're big reachers. Big reachers. They love to reach on stuff. This government loves to reach. Elon Musk, unfazed. The Tesla CEO avowedly loves dogs and memes. That's so funny. Sounds like a good criminal defense in court. Like, I love dogs and memes. What can I say? I'm sorry. I'm addicted. Rumors of a possible investigation by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission into Tesla CEO's Elon Musk's alleged impact on Dogecoin price moves have been circulating on social media over the past day. The SEC investigating dog memes sent by a memer about a meme coin is peak 2021. Another meme. All hail Elon. He said, I hope they do. It would be awesome. See, I like this guy. You know what he just said? He said, come at me. He said, come at me. I love that. I wish I was more powerful than the SEC. So I could say that. I don't want them as an enemy right now.
No.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll be that powerful, but probably not. It's hard to be the richest man in the world. It's second richest man in the world. It's not only hard to get to the top, it's hard to stay there. So, let's see here. Here's another. Look at that cute little Doge. Look at that cute little doge. That's a cute little doge. You got to admit it. While the reference apes trader lingo for stratospheric price action and could therefore be construed as a form of endorsement, Musk has publicly said that all his love for the meme cryptocurrency, he's a partisan of Bitcoin. When it comes to strategic and corporate investment, hasn't stopped the CEO's twittering, however, tongue-in-cheek, from providing some serious fuel for meme coin market volatility. Dogecoin Christmas 2020 being just one instance. Musk's apparently all too real impact on the price moves of both cryptocurrencies, given his social media following, makes disentangling meme fun from shilling impossible. Legal advisors had previously voiced their opinion that the CEO could already be in for scrutiny from the SEC after his documented influence on Bitcoin's price moves this year. What's he supposed to do? Because, and guys, look, we run into this in crypto. I mean, because obviously we are the number one channel. Like, what are we supposed to do? I'm a crypto YouTuber. Am I just not supposed to talk about crypto? Am I just not supposed to talk about coins? I'm not supposed to talk about tokens just because after we talk about them, people may or may not go out and make, buying decisions. It's not my fault. I can't help it. He's saying the same thing. It's not Elon Musk's fault that he tweets about Bitcoin, a thing you're totally allowed to tweet about, and then people go and buy it because they like him. You don't see this with anything else. You don't see this with makeup. Obviously, I understand money and products are a different thing, but I think it's totally stupid that they are. To me, I think it's so stupid to draw this distinction between money markets and any other kind of markets. Makeup market. Trust me, I doubt that Jennifer Garner is what I always think of. I don't know why. Jennifer Garner's really using a Capital One card. And if she is, it's only because of the endorsement. Like, they get these endorsements, but they don't, trust me, in the NFL, all those people that wear the Bose headphones, they were all wearing Beats by Dre. And the NFL came and said, you have to wear this. And you know what they said? Let me endorse this. Oh, I love Bose. No, it's all it's all lies. You got actually someone who's kind of being genuine on the internet about what they think, and they get criticized for it. And that's BS to me. I hate that. But I want to tell you guys about how the SEC could actually go after Elon Musk. It just says it right here when it talks about Bitcoin's price moved when he talked about it. And the thing is, of course, obviously, when the government comes out and says stuff about Bitcoin and the price drops, when Janet Notel and Yellen comes out and says, well, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is no good. That's not her accent. It's like a Brooklyn accent. I just can't do it. Okay, too Southern. When she does it and it manipulates it on the way down, nobody's got a problem with that, do they? Do they? Let's go look at the government comments and let's look at what happens to Bitcoin afterwards. When the government buys Bitcoin, because they will buy Bitcoin, the Federal Reserve will buy Bitcoin, they own all foreign currencies. They will own Bitcoin if they don't already. I would bet they've already got some stored somewhere. But when they make a big buy, what do you think is going to happen? Then Bitcoin price is really going to go up. What are they going to do? Not buy it because it might go up? No. But here's how they go after Elon Musk for this. Oh, well, Elon Musk, obviously, when you're talking about Dogecoin and you're talking about cryptocurrency, that brings more people into Bitcoin, and your company, Tesla, has bought Bitcoin. Therefore, you are manipulating Tesla's stock price. There you go. That's it. That's how they go after him. Now, will they do it? They will get memed so hard. They will get memed so hard. It will be hilarious to watch. They can't win that. You can't win that. I don't think there's any way they can win it. But I like Elon Musk. He's ballsy, says what he thinks, and believe it or not, I like those kinds of things. Is that shocking to you, TJ?
Not at all.
Not at all.
He's a very likable guy.
Oh, thanks. Elon Musk probably is too.
Yeah.
Cardano dropped a penny, guys. Get out, get out, get out! I'm just kidding. Stay in. Please stay in. Wait, not financial advice. I'm in trouble. Where's the memes? Okay. Guys, let's talk about Cardano, though, and Polkadot. Dubai funds sell $750 million of Bitcoin to buy Cardano. Now, where is that in the chart, I wonder? Where is that sale in the chart? The Dubai-based fund says Bitcoin is pretty useless and altcoins like Cardano are a better bet for new investors. Dubai-based crypto fund FD7 Ventures will sell over $750 million worth of Bitcoin in the next month to purchase Cardano and Polkadot. The fund claims to hold over $1 billion in net assets, with most of it in Bitcoin. However, its executives say the asset has served its purpose and newer blockchains are a better bet. Aside from the fact that Bitcoin was first to market and society has given it meaning as a store of value, I think Bitcoin is actually pretty useless. He added that Ethereum, Cardano, and Polkadot would eventually be more valuable than Bitcoin within the next few years. Yeah, he said Ethereum too. People in Dubai are really bullish on Ethereum. That's why whenever I do a video on Carl's channel, on the Moon's channel, his people love it when I talk about Ethereum. They're probably not in Dubai. But anyways, Shan said that the two projects were the foundation of the new internet, term used in recent times to describe the upcoming generation of internet startups. Do they always put water emojis when I drink water?
Usually at least somebody does.
Somebody does. The people that do that, y'all are the real MVPs. Wow.
Didn't help.
That was rough. Some examples of these, said FD7 in the release, were Cardano's efforts to create a blockchain solution that addressed the needs of unbanked individuals in Africa, and Polkadot's continued development of an ecosystem with Web 3.0 products. Meanwhile, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson seemed to congratulate the fund's decision. Welcome, FD7. Is this the liquidity of it?
I don't know.
I don't know. FD7 claims to have already started its purchase of ADA and DOT, the native tokens of Cardano and Polkadot, respectively, in the last 24 hours. That's not important. Here's what is important. The Cardano price is booming right now. Booming. Okay? And what did Charles tell you at the beginning of the month? If this month shows you guys anything, it's you need to listen to him when he says something. For sure. Because when he says, some little birdies told me, hey, you better listen to them chirps. You better listen to them chirps because they coming. And I think Cardano's move has been phenomenal. We should probably be doing more Cardano content, actually, to be honest with you guys. I don't think we're doing enough. Right now, it's hot. We need to be talking about Cardano as much as we're talking about anything else. So we'll definitely be looking at some Cardano videos probably next week. But Polkadot's hot too. And people ask me, like, why am I not as bullish on Polkadot as I am on Cardano? Well, I just don't know as much about Polkadot as I do about Cardano. The good Dr. Gavin Wood has never, I'm the only person that calls him that, by the way. He's not came on the channel. He doesn't reach out to me. He ain't never said, yo, what's going on? Let's get you involved in this. And Charles has been very gracious to come on my show and talk to me about Cardano. And to me, honestly, when I hear stuff from someone firsthand, it makes a bigger impact on me. So I don't know. Y'all want me to talk more Dot on the show? Let's get Gavin on here. Maybe we can do like side-by-side haircuts or something. That would be pretty cool. You know? You like how I ask him to come on the show and then dig his haircut? Look, Gavin, I'm just kidding. Okay? I had somebody on the show who had your exact same haircut, and people seemed to like it. But anyways, guys, here's the thing. I'm starting to get more into, you can show this. I'm starting to get more into these Polkadot IDOs. We're invested in some of these, and these are ones that I'm watching. I told you guys, I do believe while I'm not as bullish on Polkadot as I am on Cardano as a platform, I've told you that the new DeFi craze are these Polkadot IDOs. And I think they're going to be absolutely humongous. 3 of them that are expected to really crush it. I mean, Pokemarkets already did crush it. But Unido, or Unido, enterprise platform for decentralized capital markets. It's already got an app. You can already get the app on the App Store. Let's see where this takes us here. Well, you can't actually go to the iOS store, I guess, on the desktop. But this is one that we're watching. I've been retweeting about this one. If you guys, once again, go follow us on Twitter. It just ticked up. That's nice. I tweeted a couple of things about them or retweeted a couple of their things recently. This one, they've got their token generation event going on. It went 4 hours ago. So this thing is going to be big, I think. In my opinion. Then you got Pokemarkets, is gamified prediction markets. We've already seen what Prosper has done as a prediction market. Look, we're on the new generation of prediction markets. The Augur sucks. I don't like Augur. I've never liked Augur. I've never invested in Augur. I don't think it's one that's super powerful. But this is gamified prediction markets powered by DeFi, NFTs, and Polkadot. This is another one that we're checking out. Polk is the ticker, Polk. And then there's also this one, Antimatter Finance. I felt like we had talked about this at some time, or maybe I just made an antimatter dad joke. Oh, that was on Twitter. I made that dad joke on Twitter. I didn't know if people understood it. But the point is it is partnering with Polkastarter. They've got their whitelist available. They're going to have the IDO going on tomorrow, February 27th. These are 3 projects that I would definitely put on your radar because I'm telling you guys, it's reminding me of the beginning of DeFi when Ethereum really started blowing up. A lot of these projects are going to do really, really well, in my opinion. We've already seen what Polkastarter has done and a lot of these other IDOs. This is not an ecosystem that you want to mess with, and this is the power of a multi-chain ecosystem like Polkadot or Cosmos. And listen, Cosmos still will have its day in the sun too, and Avalanche as well. I believe Cosmos will be next. If these absolutely crush it, like I think they will over this next month, or not next month, basically until the end of summer, I think these are going to be really hot. Watch for Cosmos projects to start coming out and doing the same thing.
Yeah, I love Cosmos.
Yeah, TJ loves. It's like the one thing that we agree on.
Maybe we agree on a couple things.
We do agree on a couple things. It's rare, but we do sometimes.
We just agreed on that.
Dang,
Got him.
Got him. Good job, TJ.
All right, let's go.
By the way, TJ, had another lady asking about you on Twitter. So I'm just saying, guys, TJ is a hot item. If you're a lady and you're looking for a good time, come meet TJ in Las Vegas. I'm just telling you. Is he blushing?
No,
Look, TJ is a beautiful man. I mean, he's a beautiful man. I mean, just look at him. He's very beautiful. He doesn't. He always does look that goofy, actually.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he doesn't always look that goofy, but he does. Okay, so this is the. Let's move on to the monthly chart here for Bitcoin, because what I want to talk to you guys about, and let's see what this. Are we on regular candles? Yeah, we're on regular candles. What is this wick looking like for the monthly close right now? It's not that bad, I don't think. No, it's at 16.75%. And like I said, people were saying, what are we going to do? Where's the price going to be? And all kinds of stuff by the end of the month. And I told you guys not to really worry about it till we got close to the end of the month. For Bitcoin to actually be in a worrisome zone before the 28th, that I think it's 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it would need to drop down in the somewhere between. It would need to close between 44,000 and between 44 and 40,000. I don't think it's going to close there. Even if it does, it doesn't feel the same as it felt last month. I'm not worried at all. We've regained a lot of bullish momentum. But here's what I really want to tell you. Trading at the end of the month is extremely dangerous. Combined with the fact that the end of the month this month is also the most dangerous day to be trading, which is Sundays. Sunday has proven to be our nemesis. Every single Sunday, we just get pounded. So kind of what I could see is I could see the price of Bitcoin heading back up to 50K and then dumping back down to 44,000 on Sunday. That's a scenario that I could probably see happening. That would be, I guess, a triple bottom. And who knows, maybe it could push down to 42, or whatever. But I expect March to be pretty bullish. I'm comfortable with this close right now. And just remember what we were saying last month on the chart with the wick. It was very important that we didn't have a gigantic wick on this, and it turned out not to be nearly as bad. But this one right here, I'm not that worried about. But the fact that we had a bearish wick last month, and then we made it all back and more in the candle you can see there. This kind of
just.
What, TJ?
I didn't know where you were going.
I'm just saying, like, people will understand what this is. And I have to finish this here. Let's see if people can figure out what this is.
The Michelin Man? It's a ninja. It's a Ninja Turtle.
It's a Ninja Turtle, TJ! It's a Ninja Turtle! That's right. I live with a little Arvid. Look at that, guys. In my life, I was only talented at drawing one thing in my whole life, and it was in the first grade when I drew Ninja Turtles every day, and I really knew how to do it. I don't know how to do it as well, but thank you so much for knowing what that was. That really meant a lot to me. But when it comes to that's the TA you only get on this channel. You only get that kind of expert analysis, ninja-type TA skills on this channel, okay? But the fact is if you look at the wick, let's come back and be serious here for a second. When you look at the wick right here, okay, for the monthly, we made it all back. And I think in March, we got a great chance to make all that back too. I think we got a chance to make all of that back. But just remember, don't do anything stupid as we get towards the end of the month. Because the end of the month on a Sunday is very dangerous. It's the same thing we saw at the end of January. We saw the close where we needed it to be, and then what happened afterwards? Another dump. If you notice when these big Bitcoin dumps are coming, they're usually coming either between 12 and 3 Eastern Standard Time, but most of the time these dumps are coming overnight. I went to bed last night. It had popped back up to like 47,000. I said, it'll probably be okay maybe. Maybe I'm wrong when I told people that it was going to go down. And then I woke up and sure enough, it did exactly the same thing. How many times have you woke up this week and you looked at your portfolio and been like, what the I know I have several times. So the point being is that, we really got to be careful at certain points. And I have to train myself because the chart will be looking good on a Sunday. And I'll get wrecked because just experientially, right? Just using common sense, if 4 Sundays in a row it's dumped drastically, maybe don't trade on that Sunday. Maybe don't force the trade. Maybe don't overtrade. And I've been having to learn that myself because how much better of a position do you think we would be in on this channel trading-wise with Bybit if instead of losing 3 Bitcoin and then having to gain it back on the path back up, what if I just got in at the bottom and waited and I was patient for the dump? So just be careful at certain time points. The end of the month and and on Sundays have been very dangerous lately. This month, along with last month, they lay right on top of each other. So you guys be extra careful this weekend. Can't wait to see a lot of you guys in Las Vegas at the Venetian Electro Lounge, 7 to 11, on the Palazzo side of the Venetian, actually. We'll be playing some games at the casino, doing some fun stuff. I will probably be playing poker maybe over at the Bellagio at some point tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. Come get a little 5, 10, 10, 20 game if you guys want to be interested in that. Hey, drop some comments down below. Smash that like button. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.